Hey everyone, this is Nicole, and I'm one of the assistant horsemen and assistant riding instructors at Windy Hill Farm. This video is going to be about helping a horse manage his fear towards the flag, and specifically the flag. This horse reacts really poorly to the flag whenever it's used because he's been trained to respond to it in a fear-based manner, and so he's very quote-unquote responsive to it, but he's so responsive that he's running away from it and he's reacting really poorly. And I really want to be able to do some postural exercises with this horse, but until he is no longer fearful of my flag, it's really hard for me to actually work on some specifics with him. So you can see here, the first thing I'm starting to do is work on just moving the flag around him but not touching him. But you can see his head position where it's up and how his ears were back, how he's holding his breath while he's just standing there. So when the horse is just standing still and I'm moving the flag around him, that is a completely different interpretation than when I am moving the horse like I am here and moving the flag while it's touching him. So you notice I get the flag positioned to where, well, the first thing I do is I do this right here. It's like an L shape. So it's going across the ground horizontal and then vertical up beside him, and then I slowly start touching him. You see how I move to his side? So he has an open door to go in front of me. And then I ask him to move onto the circle as the flag is touching him. Because if he's already moving on the circle and then I start lifting that flag, that tends to get them worked up to where they speed off into a trot or really speed up that walk because they're anxiously trying to get away from it. And the area that flag crosses through their vision, like right there in that area, is more fearful to him than when it's just touching him on the shoulder. So you see when I had moved it down towards just below the elbow, his initial reaction was a moment of concern. But this is massive improvement because this horse used to just be trotting around in circles around me over and over and over again, and I was just working on getting some sort of control. Now we've improved. So once he does good for a little while in one direction, I will change that direction before he decides to speed off. So you'll see there might be some moments where I move the flag extra and he gives me more and I actually take the flag off. That is not me releasing the pressure because he went faster and that's what I wanted. That's me backing off before I push too hard and send him into a worried mess. So here when I stop my feet and then I face him. And now we repeat this process again. You notice his head is a little bit lower than when we last did this sequence here. The important thing is that you pick up a pattern and you become predictable to the horse. So anytime that flag does something, well, bam, out of nowhere, that's when he's going to get really worried. So that's why I always start, see right there, he was worried because I picked it up and went to touch him. But once it's touching him, he's okay. But then see, he managed that really, really well, so then I released it. And then I remembered that, moving it around on the ground right here in this line of vision is really fearful for him. So I just keep moving it and then slow it down and then slowly start touching him again. Now, a lot of these methods that I have picked up, you can variate this for specific horses, but this is the pattern that I have found that works for him. And that pattern is moving the flag around me as if I have like a big halo over my head, and then I start doing the backwards L where I go horizontal across the ground and then vertical beside his body, and then I touch his body, move the flag everywhere on the body, and then as the flag is touching the body, I move him off with my rope. But see right here where it's not touching him, that's a totally different experience for him. So that's the next process of where I'm starting to work on things. So if he really takes off on me, I just slow my feet, use my rope a little bit and slow him down. He's definitely overbent towards me, but this is just some groundwork where I'm trying to get him to respond in a well thought manner towards the flag, so that way I can work on him traveling in a more straight manner and not so overly bent. Yeah, see right there, his initial, I did not do this backwards L right there, and I just brought it up to touch him, and you see how, he held his breath and he moved away a little bit, but now we're walking pretty peacefully. So That's good progress. Back there by the legs, that's terrifying too. So I'm gonna just put it there, then take it away when he doesn't respond in an anxious manner. So here I get a little bit of a head shake, I get a lick and chew, which is good because through the course of this video I have not received that yet. So that's where I'm going to hang out and let him feel that relaxation and reward. So now when I feel it's time, I begin this process again. I do ride this horse. He does much better riding than he does with this groundwork here, and that's because he hasn't been taught to be fearful of the rider, he's just been taught to be fearful of the flag. So now that past movement that I did that was kind of oval shaped with the flag, that was because I actually wanted him to move off. Now right here I actually want him to trot off. Notice I gave him a lot more rope, gave him a bigger circle. You can see his head and neck is down, it's not straight up, his legs and his joints are nice and fluid. And the reason why I'm trotting, giving him an opportunity to trot a little bit, is because when he's standing there with holding his breath as I am touching him with the flag, that is a lot of pent up tension in his body. So allowing him to trot like this a little bit, as long as it's a quiet trot and not a trot where he's running away. See how he stretches down there every now and again. Sorry, he went out of the frame. That's a good moment for him to just release and relax even more. So I will trot both directions. Notice I want to go from trot to walk, not just trot to stop. I hadn't asked him to trot yet, so you see how my body position is saying slow down. Now I get this nice quiet walk here. You know, this is about him paying attention to me. This isn't about him just running around on the end of the line like a madman, quote, getting the energy out of him. This is a schooling exercise where I'm really asking him to pay attention and do specifically what I'm talking about. So you see right there, he kind of took off, but all I need to do is slow my body, use my rope a little bit, and he comes back down. And so that is a very deeply instilled habit that's going to take me a while to work that out fully. That was a really nice transition down where he didn't just pivot on the front end. And so now I'm continuing that trot. I'm going to do some transitions. The transitions are really important. So sorry, he keeps going out of the frame. I didn't realize I was in the zone and did not realize he was. There I am asking for the trot again. You notice I didn't really use the flag. I just opened my rope up further out and in front of him. So now we stop. I bring him towards me so he doesn't stay stuck on the front end. That's close enough. And then I get a breath out, head shake, and a lick and chew. So that is a perfect opportunity for me to just rest and leave it be for the rest of the day. Thanks for watching.